Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. I'm going to get started in just a moment here. Hello everyone, how's it going today? We just had a big banning on Monday, so that means Standard is brand new for the most part. I mean, Omnath is still everywhere, unfortunately. That's just going to be the way that it is until at least Lotus Cobra or Omnath are banned themselves, which they're not going to do anytime soon. But yeah, we're going to be trying out a couple different decks here in Standard. A couple different things I want to brew around with. Yorion is still around, so I wanted to go back to that black-white shell and do a couple changes. Also have a version of Jeskai Control that I'm going to give a little bit of a spin, and then I might get back to working out that black-green mess that I've been working on. But yeah, thanks for joining us here today. If you were watching, you were probably watching live on Twitch right now. You can also find me over at MTG 2020 on YouTube and on Twitter. Feel free to hit that like, follow, subscribe, whichever platform you're on. And yeah, let's get it going. So, we of course have Bloodchief's Thirst, which is one of the best removal spells we've had in a long time. That is definitely a 3 of, could go to a 4 of pretty easily. A lot of the old shell is still intact. Have acquisitions experts to kind of take over for the Burglar Rat slash Yark's Fenlurker. Elspeth Nightmare is something a little bit newer because there are a lot of situations where you want that flexibility of, hey, it's going to kill something or it's going to remove something or whatever. It comes down on 3. It kills a Cobra. The next turn, you can basically snag their Genesis Ultimatum. So, you know, it's pretty good against that. Skyclave, self-explanatory, kind of a good catch-all. Necromentia. So this card, you can go in, you can take their Omnaths, you can take basically whatever's causing you issues. It's not as good as various forms that we've had in the past, but it's the best version of this card that we have right now. Still run a couple Lilianas because I love this Lily. Trying the Hagra Mauling, not a huge fan of this card, but it's something to do when you're drawn dead. One Elspeth, couple Elspeths, Emiria Call. Emiria's Call is not great also, but heck, if you need a random finisher, it can work in a pinch. A quick preview of the Jeskai deck, and that's all you're getting. Okay, let's go ahead and re-roll this really quick. Start off with some Yorion. Thankfully, this deck didn't really get hurt too much in the mana base replacement. It did get one of the pathways to go ahead and replace Godless Shrine. If that had not been the case, then this deck would be pretty much unplayable. Acquisitions Expert is more... You're never really going to get a good choice of what to have them pitch. You can technically get up to 2 if you have an Angel from Emiria's Call because there's a Warrior, but it's only ever really going to get 1, and then you're going to get that bounce value. Let's see, are we green-red or are we Omnath? Definitely gonna need to find a second. Okay, Bone Crusher could be in Gruul. It could be in Omnath. I'd say we're probably looking at... Ooh, yeah, okay. We're playing against Gruul. Really hoping for another land there because we're going to need to hit that second white source pretty quickly. Sadly, this will not kill either of those things. But I'm going to be playing another one. Hopefully he plays the Love Struck Beast, so I can kill the 1/1. Well, we have to kill 1/1 regardless now. Looks like it's going to be the edge wall. Definitely take an Embercleave. Oh, wow, another Embercleave. Okay. Well, it's not looking good for this one. You can just Questing Beast next turn regardless. Yeah, we just stumbled on mana too much there, so let's go to the second game. Alright, against this deck, we want to fight it with some Baneslayers. We don't really need the Skyclaves. Those are more definitely mono red. Go ahead and get rid of the Acquisition Experts, they're not going to do much. Yeah, I'm kind of under the assumption that they need to ban not only pieces from Omnath, but they should probably get rid of Embercleave. It's just way too swingy of a card. Interesting, they brought in Shield Breakers and Return to Natures. Okay. Man, we're having land issues. Hopefully it's scry into something here. We pretty badly just need land. We have cards to play, we just don't have land. Oh, there's a land. Yeah, no, unfortunately we're just kind of losing this one. The mana stumble. So we have to deal with the Annex and the rest of them. If we'd been able to hit 4 before, we could have Blood Chiefs and then followed up the Shatter, but I think we're taking too much damage here regardless. This will leave him with 4 1/1s that we can't deal with. Actually, even more than 4 1/1s. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Run it back. Okay, do we just start with the blessing and just draw a bunch? Or do we kill the innkeeper now? I almost feel like we kill the innkeeper now because I don't want him getting extra value. Yep. This sets us up to be able to Liliana next turn if he doesn't play anything. Go in with this over the Liliana because if I tick down on that, he just plays a Bone Crusher and kills the Liliana. I'd rather have it stick around for more than one turn. This way we can Heartless Act this Brazen Borrower. Lucky Clover, my least favorite card in Standard. Okay. Liliana to start getting rid of his things is I think what we're gonna do. Need to choke him off. Choke him off the cards that he has in hand. Oh man, if he's forced to discard an Omnath, that's pretty good for us. I think he is a Brazen Borrower. Oh, no, Kenrith. Okay. Well, Kenrith can gladly die. Probably should have done that beforehand. Whatever. unfortunately, our opponent does have infinite gas, and that's just kind of what happens when you're playing Escape to the Wilds. He's playing giant killers in the main. Okay. Is a good answer to Omnath. And that is definitely a weakness of this deck too, is if you don't get the Necromantia going very quickly. If they get a Lucky Clover, you just don't have ways of dealing with it. I agree. That was rude. So I think our game plan is get up to 8 here. Problem is they do have a Fae, they have the extra Lucky Clover. They're going to be able to play a giant pretty quickly and then just chuck it with Kazools. So it's not looking good. Probably the right thing to do that last turn, honestly, was kill the Fae of Wishes and let the Lily die. Well, I guess she would have been 1 afterward, so yeah, that was the right thing to do. Want to see what they grab, just so I can have a little bit more information. What you thinking, opponent? And an Ugin. And a negate. Okay. Gonna bring in Drannith Magistrates. What else do I even want in this matchup? Baneslayers kind of fight over the top. Karavik's pretty good. Kills a lot of their small stuff. Do I want the Duress? So many of their threats are creatures. That's half the problem. And then they just get into top deck mode and just top deck something like Into the Wilds, and you're just screwed regardless. So I think we just have to rely on Necromantia grabbing that. They're not playing Genesis Ultimatum, so if I can grab that, that really hamstrings them. This hand's not terrible. We got land. That's the main reason we're keeping it. Alright, we are definitely going to just apparition this Lucky Clover away. So we don't mind giving him a 2-2 after this thing dies. and this really screws up their curve because they don't get a double land for Beanstalk and then blow us out with something like a Bone Crusher afterward. So that was pretty clutch, all things considered. An excuse to maybe go up to 3. Really nice thing is you don't have to worry about Nissa out of this deck anymore. So that was always the thing you'd have to worry about on turn 4, turn 5 out of Teamer. Not a ton of them were playing Nissa, but a good number of them were. Kenrith, okay. It's an interesting choice. Guess we're gonna play Doom Foretold. Oh, there's a loud leaf blower outside my window. I'm going to mute my mic for a second here. Alright, the great leaf blower menace has disappeared. We can do things again. The next turn, we're definitely going to be Yorion. Yorion will give us another 3 cards, make them discard something, and we actually get a choice. I always forget that Dranth Magistrate's a wizard, so we do get that choice afterward, which is kind of nice. This card might be worth going up to 3 of, honestly, as it shuts down adventure decks pretty well. And it doesn't just die to Bone Crusher, so that's actually a big plus. Yeah, these Hagra Maulings, I think I'm just going to get rid of them. I do not like this card. It has not treated me well. Oh, they're Shatter Skull. Okay. Next turn, we're going to Necromantia, and do we take Into the Wilds? I think we take Into the Wilds over the Fae of Wishes, because he can't use the Fae right now. Oh, Escape, sorry. See what else he brought in here. Oh yeah, that's right. They don't even bring things in. What am I thinking? So he's only playing 3. Of course they don't bring things in. that seemed to work fairly well. So I think definitely going up to a third Grandith Magistrate in the sideboard. Probably cutting one of the 1/3s that gains us life. And then I want to take out the Hagra. It's just not what I want to be doing, and maybe add in one more land. Go up to a third Castle Lochthwain just because I really like that card, as is evidenced from lots of my streams. This hand is only okay, but I think we're gonna keep it. Basically, we need to draw land, as we've been needing this entire time. There's a Clover. Yep. Clover also makes me want to play a third and or fourth Skyclave Apparition. Clover is also the excuse we need for bringing in Duress, I guess, post-board. We need double that or double that. We're gonna go double black so we can play this Karabek. Well, it's our friend Omnath, and on his trigger I'm gonna kill him. So that's what you have to do with this. So, our opponent probably has something like a Bone Crusher in hand, or one of the like. Is there a point to actually playing this out right now? I don't think there is. I'm gonna just hold up the Heartless Act. Just because if he plays another Omnath or he plays a Kenrith, we don't want to deal with that. We just want to kill it right away. Oh, not gonna play an Omnath. Yeah, our opponent has 9 mana compared to the 3 we have, and we did miss one land drop, but still. Negate, and what else? Unfortunately, there's pretty much no fighting through this at this point. I mean, you just get the Ugin, right? Oh, one's in future. Yeah. That is going to be a GG. Back to the drawing board. Alright, gonna do a couple quick tweaks to this deck and then run back for one more before I switch over to Jeskai. Okay. We definitely want to get rid of the Maulings. Go up a Castle Lochthwain. Let's go up a Plains. I know we're taking away a Swamp, but that's fine. Agadeems, that's fine as a one-of. Ugin, I don't know if we're ever going to actually get to Ugin. So we're going to take Ugin out for the time being. Skyclave, I kind of want to go up another Skyclave, but we're not going to do it in the main. We're going to do it in the side. So Drandeth Magistrate up. Baneslayers are really good in certain, but unless we run across a ton of mono red, I'm not even going to worry about it anymore. Magistrate, we need another Skyclave. Another Apparition. Alright, so we'll give that a roll for the sideboard. Figure out what we want to do for the main board. Ideally, you want to replace something with ETB value, just so you're keeping up on all the ETB goodness you're getting. We're going to cut a glass casket. Might be a little bit overkill. We have 31 lands, 32, 33, 34. We got rid of the others, so we do need to go up a little bit in land. Or we can always play Birth of Meletis. I've found that to be very good. But in this case, I think we're just going to either go up a land or up a big spell. Agadeem's Awakening, that's only going to be really good in 1 or 2 matchups, and usually that's not the matchup we're in. So, question is, what to throw in its spot? Couple Omen of the Sun, maybe? Gains us a little bit of life. Another thing to blink. Gives us something to do when we don't have mana. Or when we don't have anything to do during the turn and we just need to spend mana. So I think that's worth giving a try. More instant speed interaction. They randomly attack us with a Cobra, which there is no reason to ever attack with a Cobra. But we can kill it that way. The irony. Do I really care about either of these? Let's pitch that and keep the temple. Not too worried about future turns because Treacherous Blessing is going to resupply everything. That, on the other hand, needs to die. Speaking of other things that need to die, so we need to find a sweeper of some sort fairly quickly here. Conclave Mentor just makes it all get out of control so fast. Thankfully they did miss land drop, so they're not getting the most value out of it. But that won't really matter if they got those. Okay. Block here, and then we can Agadeem's back to Scry. Sure. We're kind of stalling for a sweeper anyway. Or we can just rip parts of the hand. Oops. That was my bad. I did the accidental click there. Not that Skyclave Apparition isn't a card that's, you know, that we want to get rid of, but really I want to get rid of that Primal Might. Yorian, find us something good, please and thank you. Sadly, not the sweepers I wanted, but we're just gonna have to deal. Even though we might just be dead. Wah, wah, wah. So we're gonna bring the Shatters. I think the Skyclave is fine too. It just straight up kills the Stone Coils. I would be playing some Ondu inversions, but I don't have them right now. That is one thing. It's Mr. Shambles. Okay, so I think we want to take the Conclave Mentors, just because those are what make the deck really go. Just making sure that I have the right card here. Yeah, Conclave Mentor. Okay, so they had one in hand. Gen Razor, Gargaroth. Okay. So they are going to get a zombie out of this, unfortunately. That's okay, though, because we have a Shatter to follow up. We're just gonna Omen and then block. fine because he doesn't draw a card, and he has to draw a land to actually play the Gem Razor. Okay. Bosri's, that's not bad. We can get rid of it with the Skyclave. They don't get a thing out of it, so that's actually kind of perfect. And then refill our hand. And then next turn we have pretty good follow-ups. See, is he gonna play another Bosri's? Because if he is, we're just gonna play this Yorion, and it's gonna be happy. Or we can get rid of the Stonequill too. Well, that's a little bit annoying, I guess. Still gets rid of both of those. And he doesn't get a counter, so I think it's worth it. Or he doesn't get a 2-2. He is going to get the token off of that, but that's okay. Yorion just blocks it. Could just attack and shatter. Yeah, I think that's better because we don't want him getting any value off that Gargaroth. He's gonna get a 4/4 back, but meh. Okay. That's a little bit of a problem. Play that, kill that. Sadly, we don't have the 8 mana that we need. We'll lead off on Doom Foretold. Just get this Yorion back into our hand. Probably gonna be taking 8 here. Alrighty, so we're gonna need a shatter pretty badly. And these Elspeth Nightmares are just actively bad in this matchup. Yeah, Blood Chiefs is not going to do enough. probably have a land in hand. I think that's the thing that makes the most sense. I kind of want to keep my Yorion alive. Yep. I knew it, I knew it. Doom Foretold's pretty good there. Yeah, we're willing to draw for that. That actually might be what we need to get back into this. That might be enough. Definitely no attacks. Well, we're double blocking. Pretty sure there's nothing instant speed he can play into that. Ah, so he's just gonna give me the Doom Foretold trigger. Sweet. And we found a finisher. Unfortunately, so did our opponent. Yeah, they're just giving that one up. Okay. Still fighting the good fight here. Magistrate doesn't do anything. Duress doesn't really do much of anything. The Remorses might need to come back in. I think they're better than the Acquisition Experts. Yeah, we just don't really have that much that's great against this deck. Heartless Act is both good and bad against them, depending. If they get the early start with all the counters, then Heartless is bad, but if we can keep them off like Conclave Tribunal, just kill it with that. Or Aspirant, that's also bad for us. Okay. I think we have to wait and Heartless Act something in response to this Luminarch trigger. Or he's just gonna put it on its own. Okay. He's gonna play anything else. Ugh, the hexproof thing. Okay. Well, this feels bad, but we gotta do it. And then kill it with Elspeth. And I don't have super high hopes, but hopefully we can snag something. But I kind of have my doubts. Oh, and another one. Wow, that is just infinitely bad for me. So we need to shatter really bad. Yeah, Karavek could be worse. Kills off this stupid Luminarch, and it trades with either of these. Well, no longer trades. Alright, let's see if we can find a Shatter in these top 2 cards. If not, it's pretty much game. No, that is not a Shatter. Okay. We're going to be taking 5 next turn. These Treacherous Blessings just kind of kill us. Ooh, we're taking 6. And literally everything in our hand kills us from here. So we're just gonna take the good way out. GG, opponent. Alright, we're gonna switch up decks here. It's time for a little Jeskai. A little preview here to the deck. Pretty basic Jeskai control. Red Narset is our big threat, same with Shark Typhoon. Amiria's calls for if you ever get cast them. Some of the norm. Ashaya. One Ugin at the top end. Inspired Ultimatum. So you get Restoration. Otherwise, just a bunch of control-y things. Cinderclasm, I'm really interested to see how it is. I think it's going to be very good going forward. I almost want to jam a deck with 3 or 4 Essence Scatter just because taking care of creatures is so important right now. Essence Scatter has so many targets. Hollow Blade is okay, it just... there have been so many better versions of this card in the past. To me, it's just more disappointing than anything. Well. Let's make our opponent deal with this Narset, otherwise I'm getting an emblem. So I don't mind snap emblem and then play this Narset, this other Narset right away. And we can actually kill this queen if we want. Or depending on if we draw mana, do one of these things. Actually, Probably just gonna play this Amiria's Call because I need the secondary white source. Oh, Kabira takedown. Okay. Well, that's awkward. Changes things up slightly. Not by much, though. Yeah, we don't mind drawing a Jace. Heliod is on. That's a problem. There goes my Narset. That's fine. We're gonna shatter. That's awkward. We have to get rid of the pup. Nah, we resolve that. You can have your pup. The next thing you play, though, not so much. Gotta keep the Amiria's Call just because we might actually end up playing that. Makes for some pretty darn good blockers. The All Cid can go away. Can't have two of those protection type things going on. Apparently Jace loves learning. You learn new everythings every day. Ah, Loris. Okay. That's a real card. Let's see what you got. Daxos, turn on the Heliod. Yep. But what are you attacking with? Yeah, I think we need to cash this in. Shark Typhoon is how we start getting ahead. So we pretty much have to. So it was going to happen regardless of what we did there. This way, at least, if he, for some reason, decides to attack with the Lurrus, we can attempt to kill it. So that is kind of a major threat. Interesting. He's going all in on the Jace. Let's see if he pulls back the Lurrus or not. See if he doesn't pull that back. Okay. Yep, Lurrus is dying. He can kill both my things, but that's fine. We have to get rid of this Lurrus. And he'll lose the All-Set if he wants to save it. Or if he wants to kill both. Hopefully not another Lurrus in hand. Okay, so he's only killing the one thing. Oh, yeah. That was my bad. That was entirely my bad. Totally forgot it was that same turn. Well, we did the bad play. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go to game 2. Not playing very crisply today, to say the least. Baneslayer, Shatter, Elspeth. Dragonfire seems okay. Lots of small things to kill. think Cinderclasm's too slow. Definitely keeping in the Ugin. So the Ugin fixes all of our problems. We, you know, kind of want 4, but that'd be terrible. Some things are going to be coming in tapped. That's just going to be the way of it. Do we do it that way or that way? He's not casting anything on 1. As he plays in all seed or something like that. Yet again, we're going to say no. Daxos was a card that really kind of screwed us over last time. Definitely did its job. So this will guarantee we're hitting 5 mana here, which is the sweet spot. Play both this Baneslayer and the Elspeth to get rid of the other. There's a Puppers. Puppers is going to die. Get ye gone, now that I know they're playing Lurrus. Glorious Anthem, okay. That's fine for the time being. We're still gonna play this Baneslayer first. Now that we have a second Elspeth Conquers Death, we can actually take care of the Glorious Anthem, but probably won't even touch it this game. Doesn't do enough. Glad I took out the Cinderclasm now, because it gets a lot worse with the Anthems. Queenie, okay. She can die to an Elspeth. Another one. We're just gonna hold this back. There are other threats we need to take care of. I don't mind scrying here. And the Daxos is huge. Shatter. Okay. Kinda need this red mana though. Huh. I'll let my opponent develop for another turn. So I'm going to be scrying and then shattering. Yep. That is definitely going away. Oh, so much for scrying. Yeah, I was afraid of something like that coming down and saving probably the Daxos. So that just screws us over big time if that happens. Typhoon's fine. And now we actually have a target for the Elspeth Conqueror's Death, so that's kind of huge. I think we're going to lead off on the Typhoon, though. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yep. Much rather have a creature or planeswalker target. There we go. I don't mind killing that with the Elspeth. It's a lot better than the Glorious Anthem. Sadly, I can't target this stupid thing. Essence Scatter's not a terrible pickup there. Alright, bye-bye, Bosri. It's going to attack with the Hollow Blade. Yeah, we'll probably block it. Forces him to discard a card, which isn't terrible for us. Set up a stop on our upkeep, so we can scry. Trying to land this next turn will be really bad. Ooh, Elspeth, okay. That's not great for us either. Ouch, my face. This really hurts. Is that going to do enough? Yes, that will do enough. I think we need to kill it now as opposed to later. He is still going to just be able to give it indestructible though. Yep. Alright, so we are just trying to stall. Stall until we get the Lyra. Or the Baneslayer. That is the name of the game. Well, Now we just might be dead. GG's opponent. We are on the bad kind of streak today. That's okay, we're just going to play through it and see where things go. Ah, the all Narset hand. The good old all Narset hand. Unfortunately, no. One Narset, much better. Scavenging Ooze, okay. We're going to let that hit, and then we're going to 2-for-1 with this Cinderclasm. Just take care of it now. Garrick, okay. Good old Shambles. Yeah, I do have to say something about this Jeskai deck, because it feels like it's somewhere between a tap-out control and a regular control deck, which is a confusing place to be. Not really a huge fan. The playstyle is not doing it for me at the current moment. So I either want to go full Drago control or full tap-out control, and not this kind of in-between both. That and you're just not doing things that are nearly as powerful up and down the curve as some other decks are, which is very problematic. range is a pretty good one. And a Scoos. Okay. Well, I guess we can play the double Shark Typhoon game. See where this gets us. Assuming we don't just die here, we're looking pretty good. Narset nets us 2 creatures. He doesn't really have a great attack right now. So I'm feeling my opponent's just going to wait for a turn, as opposed to sacking their Stonecoil. Unless he has Primal. Could have Primal. Then I'd be in trouble. Then I'd just be dead. Ooh, okay. Inscription. Yep. That just gets me dead too. Doing lots of that today. Lots of deathing. Alrighty. Let's bring in these Dragonfires. Shatter. Baneslayers. Elspeth Conquers Death is okay, but it's not hitting enough things. The Heliod's is okay, but we're not dealing with that as much. Neutralize comes out. Jace comes out. Inspiring are way too slow. Bring in the Heliod's because sometimes they just kill Stonecoil. All the answers in the world, none of the mana to make it work. So, yeah, this looks a bit better. We're on the play. Gonna be holding up for an Essence Scatter or Scorching turn 2. Probably get rid of... We have enough removal, so we're probably gonna get rid of that Shatter. Okay, that is a problem. So we can't actually kill that with the Narset. So we're just going to gain some life here. worst part is, too, right now, is Shatter really doesn't line up well with a lot of threats. Yes, it's a 4-mana Wrath, but you really want something that exiles as opposed to just destroys. Oh, yeah. That's the thing that's happening. So we probably won't even be able to play Shark Typhoon next turn. Yep, no. GG opponent. Alright, I think I'm going to change it up one more time here. We are going to switch over and go back to playing black-green. So that's the deck I've been having the most fun with. It's also the deck that I'm trying to kind of champion a little bit. So we're trying to refine it as much as I can. Just because I feel like it's not in a terrible place. Pretty much all the games I feel like I'm in them for the most part. Alright, do we have rogues or do we have control? Probably control is what we're playing against. That would be the guess. Are you gonna force spike me? Much rather if you just used... Oh, no. Okay. Heartless, maybe. This Heartless negates the token. That's fine, because if they kill it, I'm just going to play another one and play the, yep. Play the Triome. So we need to get to about 5 mana for this deck to really function well. Oh, we got Tutelage. Okay. That's a little bit terrifying. At least we can kill the Tutelage. Mythos is really good at that. Just gotta find an opening. Oh, and now he sees that we have Mythos in this deck. So, we are gonna Questing Beast. Then hopefully this next turn we're going to force him to kill the Questing Beast, and we will then take out the Tutelage. Ooh, Turn Timber and Vivian both would have been good. Wonder if they're playing creatureless control or if they have crabs in there. So they could have the ruined crab if they're trying to mill out. So I would assume mill is their primary as opposed to their secondary win con. Could easily be Shark Typhoons too. There is a crab. Okay. Oh, feel pretty good. Of course, the questing beast is gone, though. Man. How dare you, crab. At least the scavenging ooze is going to get huge. Assuming he doesn't have a counterspell. Oof. Oof, indeed. Alright, time to find a Castle Lockthwain. And this is not bad. Hoping you didn't draw Thirst. Into the story, okay. Alrighty. We have our anti-control package. Blood Chiefs, Thirst are going to come out for sure. Chevelle's probably going to come out too. Polycake can come out. Don't want to cut too many creatures with what's going on. Cut and Order of Midnight. Actually, no, we cut the Scoozes. Order of Midnight's better in the long run. Should have brought in the Wilts. Totally forgot about the Teferi's Tutelage already. Womp womp womp. Can always cut the turn Timber Symbiosis because we're already a little bit higher land count anyway. So it's 25, not including those. Yeah, no, I feel like right now, Standard's in a weird place. You either need to be playing 4 Omnaths or 4 Questing Beasts. And there's not a whole lot of in between. Alright, time to turn this thing around. Yeah, we'll keep this string simply because these 3 cards are really important in this matchup. Lead off on the Triumph, probably play the Fabled Passage second turn. So if we can get this Garrick's Harbinger to stick, that's actually pretty good for us. Crab. What'd he get? Just land? That's fine. Okay, do you have an Essence Scatter for us? Or a Jwari Isle? Alright, so you can kill this with an Extinction event. Didn't see any Into the Royals. So I think he's just gonna try and race us. Yeah. Which means we might have to Mythos this crab. Or Primal Might. That works too. Play the Nissa, see if it gets countered, do the thing. Yeah, sure. Play the Nissa, see if it gets countered. If it doesn't get countered, we can then Primal Might, kill the crab. Had a feeling that was going to happen. Do I think I'm going to get to the mana for this is the problem. Yeah, sure, why not? So if we can land this Great Henge, then we get it. It's a big if, though. Temple, Primal Might. So now we have Mythos up, so I can answer a Teferi's Tutelage. That's the thing that really scares me. I mean, we're halfway through our deck. We can't really afford too much more. Problem is, I don't know how he deals with the Crag Plate here. He has an Extinction event, but I'm going to wait, because he has to take care of this Garrick's first. Next turn we get to Great Henge and Questing Beast if that lands. That's vaguely annoying. Oh, and actually I don't get both Great Henge and Questing Beast. Henge cost 5, it only cost 4 that last turn. Nice thing about this deck too is it is pretty naturally resistant to Extinction Event, because a lot of your threats are kind of split between that odd and even. This Questing Beast is a must-answer threat. After sideboard, this Garrix is a must-answer threat. You know, can't clean them both up. All right, getting back in the win column. It's a good thing. Yeah, I'm not really sure if going half control, half mill like that really is a great place to be. A little bit awkward, but we'll keep. Well, glad I have these in my hand. So we're going to be taking some damage. No follow-up on 2. Interesting. Well, these Order of Midnight are coming out for sure in this matchup. Not being able to block is pretty bad for us. Pretty bad. Yes. Oh, good old Gargles. So we're going Questing Beast into Gargaroth. That's going to be kind of difficult to beat. Even though Torbrand does cause problems, and if he just throws down an Embercleave right away, then we're screwed, so we'll do that and play a Gargaroth next. Best laid plans. There's another one. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so basically, if he has an Embercleave, we're probably dead. Just because of what the power of Embercleave does. So I block, I go up to 11. We take 6 and 6 regardless. Who knows though, maybe my opponent doesn't have an Embercleave. Unlikely. Climbing the ladder. No, today it's more like falling down the ladder face first. Wow, third Thorbrand, okay. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of falling down face first. But sometimes you just have those days. How goes it in post-Kinderland today? There goes my face. Extinction event, the Caravac. We should be pretty okay though. Cut a turn timber. Nah, there's no reason to put that in. I was thinking about putting in a wilt for an Embercleave, but no reason. Hey, sometimes it just happens, you know? You slip on that bottom rung and you don't have far to fall, but you just keep falling. But that's okay. You just kind of play through these days and keep going. The champ is here. Come on, man, just let it happen. Probably a Scorching Dragonfire and Bone Crusher. Okay. That's fine. They trade. I gain life. I draw a card. That's all I really care about. Nissa can bring it back next turn. And my opponent didn't draw land, so they're giving up. I'm guessing they had a lot of their high casting cost stuff. I'm not going to block that right now because he could have a Rimrock. That'd be bad for us. Vivian's okay if we live long enough to see her? Well, because there are multiple champions, we now need to start blocking. This Chevelle's gonna be very dead, but... Is it somehow gonna kill a champion? No, there's no way it kills a champion. Okay, there we go. Like, there is zero way that works. Time to beast it up. We are unfortunately going to have a similar thing happen. Rimrock is probably going to get us. Or Bone Crusher. That works too. Yeah, everything is just working extremely well. That's a pretty good draw, though. That'll help us stabilize a little. And draw a card. And gain some life. Oh, never mind. Chevelle's gone. I'm not cashing in that bounty. We ain't cashing in that bounty today. So this Vivian actually might have just stabilized us. Huh. I can turn Timber? Or I can kill the Annex, cast a Questing Beast? Yeah, I think that's worth it. We gotta get rid of that before it's too late anyway. This actually lets us just kill the Fervent Champion too. Next turn, I think I'm going to Vivian, Questing Beast. Okay, got there. I was going to say, I was thinking about Vivian, Questing Beast into the Hydra. Okay, we're starting to turn it around. That was a little bit scary, but mono red is always scary. We'll take going 0-5 and then turn around and go 2-0. Time to make it 3-0. Ooh. Just looked over at sports scores. Tampa Bay is up on Toronto 8-2. It's best of 3. Well, looks like my Blue Jays are out of the postseason. Womp womp womp. The hits just keep coming. Yeah, this hand's fine. We have Chevelle, we have Questing Beast, we have Blood Chiefs. I'm more than fine playing with this. Alrighty, we got just an island. I think we want to play him just on curve. Wish we'd had that Adantha on the first turn, but you know, sometimes just doesn't work out for you. And there's the Lucky Clover. So, being that that's what we're seeing here, we have to kill them quickly. Either that or get lucky and find my Mythos. Thankfully, Questing Beast is going to be able to put on a lot. Just kidding. Questing Beast ain't doing shit. Womp womp womp. And now we're getting all of the mana in the world. So let's get rid of this one. Scavenging Ooze is pretty good. Just repeating songs in the playlist today. Come on, Shuffle. Do your job right. Faye. What's he getting? Essence Scatter and Negate. Well, Negate's good against us. Essence Scatter, not so much. Especially because we have the window right here to get back our friend, Mr. Beast. Let's see we quest with your face. Alright, we got there. Just gotta be aggro against him. That's the only way. It's the only way you stay in it. I think Lily can afford to come out in this one. Polyk can come out. So we're attempting to play for a little bit of a longer game. See how this goes. Main thing is, want to make sure that we're getting rid of the clovers. The clovers are the biggest problem. Well, this is a weird hand. And not fast enough in the slightest, but you know what? We're just going to keep it. This is the legendary hand. Oh, Mythos was on top. Darn. Could have really used that. Unfortunately, we don't have the white mana to be able to actually kill the clover anyway. Oh, okay. I'm not playing any sources of white mana that I can go fetch with this Fabled Passage. Which is unfortunate, but that is the way of it sometimes. Alright, are they gonna... Yep, they're gonna Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher is ready. Just gonna stay on curve here. And hope that going Grakmaw into Questing Beast into possibly Gargaroth can get us there. We'll see. They have a pretty fast start. Clover into Beanstalk is real hard to beat. Oh, second Clover. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be difficult. Well, have to throw this Questing Beast out here regardless. It's gonna die, but that's fine. We need to keep up pressure. It's the only way we're winning this. There's the Omnom. So we have to kill the Omnath this turn. That's the only way we're doing that. So unfortunately this Mythos is happening. And it's not destroying one of the Clovers. Because he just gets way too much advantage otherwise. There's an escape into another escape. Yeah, this is looking real bad. Beanstalk for 3 more land. Beanstalk again for 3 more land. Ugh, this is gross. Yep, Omnath is by far the best deck in the format. It's not even close. They can just do all sorts of things like this, and either it's the Adventure build or it's the Genesis Ultimatum build. It doesn't really matter. They all do really gross things. Surprised he didn't... Oh, he already used the other Beanstalk, that's why. That was turn 3. I blanked on that. Okay. Yep, nope. We're not dealing with that. Might be worth it just to get another Haster in there. Cut a Primal Might. Go up the Haster. See where that goes. So we're looking for that aggressive start. This is not it. But we do have a way of getting rid of... Yeah, we're gonna keep it. We have a way of getting rid of the Clover, which is super important. I mean, heck, we can snag the first 2 Clovers. Practically. Yeah, this is just so important. It slows the opponent down so much, not being able to Beanstalk for 2 on 3. Only getting 1 is such a huge difference. Now, I need to draw land. Come on, green land. That was not green land. unfortunately, we're going to have to cycle this just so we can make sure we get mana. So we need the mana pretty badly. Wouldn't have gotten it anyway. Wow. Now our friend the Clover is back. Well. And we are just plain old bricking and not drawing anything. Yeah, to say that this is tilting is a little bit of an understatement. Wow. Wow. It is not wanting us to play. We found a land. And now we need to figure out how in the heck we're gonna come back. I know variance is a thing, but this is a little ridiculous. Little bit ridic. Okay. Well, he's just gonna bounce and or kill whatever I do here. So, let's at least get some value. Doesn't really matter what we do at this point because we are so far behind. There's another Clover. And we are just gonna say GG here, because there's no coming back from that. Too many Clovers. Too many Clovers. Well, I think that is going to do it for the day. Thanks for joining us here. As always, you can catch me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at MinTG 2020 on Twitch, on Twitter. You can find the VODs are up on YouTube at that same address. Usually post the deck list with the VODs. You can also feel free to go and check out epicgamingpdx.com, a great card store / event space located in Portland, Oregon, just south of the city. You can go on that website, find yourself some singles, find yourself some sealed product. There's Pokemon, there's Yu-Gi-Oh, there's Magic, there is Final Fantasy TCG, there's some board games, and some other goodies for the TCG kind of lifestyle. You know, you need your deck boxes that you can protect your investment with. So go ahead and check out epicgamingpdx.com. Otherwise, I will be back on Friday at 2 o'clock. Probably looking at streaming some Hades on Friday instead of doing the normal Magic stuff, because Hades is awesome. Yeah. Have a good one, all.